Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Radio. I am your host, Julian Spar, here with Aiden, Corey, and Ryan. Today, we will be talking about the NBA Finals. Obviously, the Celtics won over the Mavs. Jaylen Brown got the MVP. What are your thoughts about that, Corey?
To be completely honest, I think Jason Tatum got robbed a little bit. I believed that it was definitely his to win. I think it was clear that he was winning the rebounding, the point scoring, and the assist numbers of the series, all of which were over Jaylen Brown and throughout the whole entire playoffs. I mean, one thing that you can definitely look at and say is Jaylen Brown did take the defensive assignment of Luka Doncic and did an incredible job on that end of the floor, which what looks to seem is the reason that he ended up getting that trophy.
In my opinion, I think Jason Tatum's a bit of a bum. I feel like that he gets carried by his team a little bit, and that even without him, the team would still be good. So I feel like Jason Tatum really wasn't a big part of the NBA Finals trophy. I feel like they could have won it without him.
What are your thoughts, Aiden?
Daniel, I agree with you a little bit. I think what made the Celtics team very good this year is the fact that they had many skill sets they could go to. People like Derek White, although looking a bit questionable on the podium with a smile, I think that he definitely looked a little, he definitely contributed in many ways to the Celtics win. And, many people stepping up throughout the series to help them get this trophy for them finally, Banner 18.
What do you guys think is the main reason for the Mavericks losing this finals?
Well, to be honest, they didn't have a ton of experienced players other than Kyrie Irving for the finals. I think it definitely showed with their younger and newer centers to the game, especially with Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. I think the length of Porzingis that was shown earlier on in the series, like breaking up alley-oop passes and definitely taking Luka Doncic out of his rhythm, was very crucial to getting those early games, which ended up making that series 3-0, making it near impossible to come back all the way. I think it's just really a learning point for Luka Doncic to realize that he's got to lock it in for the finals. He can't be focused on the refereeing the whole time because they're just going to let the players play. I think he's going to learn from this and hopefully will be eventually back in the final stage and get that ring for himself.
I think that Luka Doncic tried the most out of all the Mavericks players. The other players weren't putting in enough effort to pull it off. I feel like if they all put in the same amount of effort as Doncic, that they could have had a chance, but they didn't try hard enough. So I feel like that's how the Celtics easily took it.
We will now be taking calls.
You guys can call 617-937-9414. Again, 617-937-9414 on Sports Radio. We're taking callers.
Looks like we already have one.
Looks like we have one caller. Hello, you're live.
What do you have to say?
I'm sorry, I got a poor connection. I'd like to tell you that Jaylen Brown is the best player. He was the most consistent during the finals. That is the real measure of success. It's not just about who made the best plays at the most important times. If it was, Porzingis would be the MVP. But he didn't. But he wasn't consistent. Brown was the best player. He scored the most. He scored the most during the games. He did the effort. He did the effort game in and game out. And without his help, this series would still be going. That's why I think Jaylen Brown is the MVP of the finals.
I agree with him. I think that's a very good point, considering that Jaylen Brown put in. All right, thank you. I think Jaylen Brown is a very good. He's a very good and talented player that puts in the most effort on the team and got them the win because of his clutch plays and clutch movements. So because of that, I feel like Jaylen Brown should be the MVP. I do agree with your point.
Yeah, I'm going to seriously have to disagree there. I think when you especially look at the numbers, not only was Jason Tatum out-rebounding him, out-assisting, and outscoring him, he also was more efficient from the three-point line by 5%. I think if we're really talking consistency here, Jason Tatum brought it more throughout the series. We did have a great playoff run and great job in the Eastern Conference Finals with Jaylen Brown. That's why I did win the Larry Bird Trophy. But I do not believe that he was worthy of the Bill Russell. He definitely earned his ring. He did his part in the team. And I definitely don't think Luka Doncic was doing it all for his teammates with his 1 for 25 three-point shooting in the finals. I really don't think he's that impressive. He's too lazy. He doesn't play any defense with the highest blow by rate in NBA Finals history. I don't think he's anything legit. and there's nothing to worry about for years to come.
What are your thoughts, Ian?
I'm just building off Daniel. I think that, in order for Jaylen Brown to get this MVP trophy, he's obviously not getting carried. The point of him getting carried by Jason Tatum and his teammates, I don't think is very valid. You can't be a nobody in winning the Bill Russell Trophy. So I just totally believe in the Jaylen Brown choice, and I think it's a rightful decision.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.